Hello beautiful people, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you back to my primary school where I learned. And to this institution, it has changed. A little bit, it has changed. Fantastic. It has a very good, this was initially my parade. This is why I used to get attention. Exactly, this is the position. Because this school has changed a little bit. And guys, I can just say that it's my first time after around several years ago. Several years ago. Like, let me talk about like 10 years ago. I was in this school, 10 years ago. If you can just rewind me 10 years ago, I was in this school. And I was a head boy. Talking about during that time, I was just a prefect. And we planted inside here Kikuyu grass. We talk about the grass that covers everything. And these trees, I am ever been honored unto this school because I was the person who made this school and I was the one who was leading the students to bring grass and also plant such kind of the trees that now are resembling to have much good character unto this school, and it's just the frontier. Because guys, let me give you a small history about this school, how it's just looking like. And we have I came to this school several years ago. This bell was here, this bell, and it's a very hard metal. You can even hear whenever you pick a very small stone, and you can even see how they are just using it. You can hear. That's lunchtime edition. Then it has that echo. Then that's a lesson. So so guys, when I was in standard 6, I was a timekeeper, and the work of the timekeeper was to make sure that you maintain you maintain time, so as everyone will just know the specific time of each period and every like break time and everything like that. So we were just standing. This part here, it was for parade, and the other part, it was for the parade. And even to make things that I have not yet gone wrong, we have it's called a flag post. And to this position, here is the flag post, guys. Look at this. This is a flag post. Exactly. Still it exists, a flag post. And 10 years ago, it was this area. And when we were just planting even this kind of talk about the flower garden and a flower bed, and to this position, it was several years. It was like 11 years ago we started this. And this compound was very dry. Let me go in, guys. I've even seen they have sealed here so as no student is allowed inside here, but they have just tempered with it because it was all over covered with grass. During that time, guys, if you could have a phone, I could have just took much of the videos from this sector, but due to I was a student and I was the head boy. Because whenever I talk about here in Africa, like Kenya mostly, in primary schools we have a head boy. A head boy is the one who is leading all the boys in that school, and we have a head girl who is leading all the girls in this school. So I was in standard 7. It was in 2013, and so some people know now my age. 2013 I was in class 7, 2014 I was in class 8. So when I was in standard 7, the teacher who was brought here as a head teacher brought much of the changes. So as this area was an arid, I can talk about an arid. Not that our area is an arid, but this, because of the students it was just brought here in 1982. Yeah, it was like not sure, 1966 exactly. It was 1966 this school was built unto this institution. And I can tell you this area, because the classrooms, these ones here, these classrooms here, they were there. I came to this school I was a very small boy with around 3 years. I found these classrooms around, and they're still renovated and they're still existing onto this place. So there were only these blocks here. No classroom was here, and there was an office in front there. You can even check it. So that's where the office was. So this area, it was called a playing zone, and the only trees that were here were numbered. You can also talk about if I can just show you guys, let me show you. This is the reality. This is the reality. This was a tree that was here. Even I found it. This was a tree. You can even see this one here. There's a tree here, and there was a tree into this position. If I cannot be wrong, there was a tree in this area, and there was a tree in this area. Even it's just you can even see the roots. You can even see the roots into this position. There was a tree here, a big one, and some small trees at a section here. So whenever pupils were just getting out to play football, this was a field for football. So it was looking like this road. It was looking like this pathway. Look at this pathway, how it is. So this was how it was. Even there's a big log in front there. So that was a tree too. And until this is the field, it was not even renovated to a field that even you can play football here. I can just know that I have so much stories, guys, because this is where Congrats mom taught me. And also she was upgraded from deputy head teacher. I came here, she was a senior teacher. Then she was upgraded to deputy head teacher. Then she was upgraded to head teacher in this school. I was here, and the parade was here, and it was like an arid area. So we were just arranging the parade. So one day she came to the parade. It was on Friday. She said that good morning, students. From today, I am the head teacher. Wow! Can you guess what? It's another story, guys, because it was something that was not pleasant to as for me to say about that, because I just respect Congrats mom, because she taught me in this school in standard 6. She taught me here in standard 6. Because she taught me CRE. She was very best in CRE. Even right now, you see she carrying much of talking about much of the churches, and she can give you a consultation. She liked CRE. CRE is religious education, because it was a Christian religious education. We call it CRE in Kenya. So it's much of the religious. So she was teaching us much of the Bible, much of the everything. I was in this institution. So during that time, when she was transferred now to another school, so as she can take care of the other schools, now the head teacher who came, he came while I was now going to class 7 now, 2013. Then when the teacher came, talked about this school is deorganized. It is very, very deorganized. So I'm going to cut all the trees that are just into this institution. Maybe on Monday, guys, I'm promising you on Monday, I'll come and find a teacher who was here during the past time. She will tell us more of the stories, because I'm not lying here. Because I learned here, and I was a very big class prefect, from class prefect to every other. I was a prefect in other sections. Even I was a student in latrines. I took care of the latrines very well, toilets and latrines in this institution. And also I'm going to check my tree, because I planted 5 trees. I'm telling you the fact, 5 trees, and I was the only person who planted it. Was called cypress tree, and it was the only cypress tree that was available in that toilet. I'm going there so as I can just check it, because whenever I was a head boy, I was told you are now leading all the students to plant trees. And I can just remember this tree, it was not here. This one was not here. We have these ones, the berries, it was here. This one, it was here, but it's not growing. This one was here. Some have been replaced inside here. The small ones have been replaced. The big ones, they were planted here. I can tell you as a fact. So guys, whenever it reached that time now that another head teacher came after Congrats mom was transferred to another school, she talked about, I'm going to clear all the forest that is here. There were like 5 trees inside here, as I showed you. That kind of tree stack onto that position, and the one at the far end. So he came and he cut down all the trees that were available. He sold the trees. I tell you how people are intelligent. He sold the trees. Then he brought new trees. I'm telling you the fact. He brought new trees and talked about, I'm going to transform this school into another level. So he told me, now you are leading all the students, every standard 7, I was in standard 7 during that time, you are going to bring djembes. The djembes, the work of the djembes was to dig. It was like this, guys. we dug this area, we dug it. Up to right now, you can even see it looks like it's a shamba. You can even plant here maize. So we dug this place. After digging this place, I talked about now we are going to plant grass. Guys, now that's where now the work was. Every student was come with a djembe and a grass, which was specifically, it was a species of Kikuyu grass. So everyone, I was making sure that everyone has that grass and a djembe before entering that gate. Even the gate that is just into this institution, guys, I just passed there because I was talking to the soldier to allow me to get in. It was the Congrats mom who brought that gate onto this institution. I'm telling you the fact. It was Congrats mom who brought it. Because during that time, it was even chaos here. Whenever that gate came and the students were to go for music festival and it was postponed and they had paid for that money so as they can go for sports. Here in Africa, guys, here in Kenya, sometimes even schools like primary schools don't have money to sponsor you to go for maybe music festival, maybe something like that. But the only thing that's available, you have to collect a little amount of money you have as students, so as you can board a vehicle, so as it can just drive you to the destination or the venue where it is. So as students were just waiting for a bus or a Nissan to come and pick students to go and perform, the gate came. It will be another story, guys. It will be another story because it was chaos in this school. I can just talk about even Congrats mom so much of the things, and into her career, guys. Keep on pushing with her because she has seen much. Because even me, I have much of the stories I can just reveal to you because she was so innocent during that time. You can never know. Even parents came to this school. Parents came. That will be another story, guys. It will be coming on Monday. I'll check the teacher will be here so that we can just storytell on how the career and how the school is just moving, because now it looks very, very clean. And I can just remember I was in standard 4 probably, which is around 2010. I was in standard 4. So these classrooms here, they had you know, they were built long years ago. So they wanted to, they wanted to exchange iron sheets, but the headmistress talked about, no, we don't have money. The only thing we will do, we'll just apply, talk about painting new colors, which is a red color, onto this kind of the iron sheet. I can just show you guys these iron sheets here. They were painted red with a red color. I don't know which kind of that paint it was. You can even check how they are. So they are so old. They are so old. So they were painted. So the students were, what? Why can't you buy new iron sheets? Why are you painting? It was then chaos again in this school. Even parents who were embarrassing in this school came out. Hey, it was something else. Not like this one of the Gen Zs right now. They are just performing. So guys, this school had no trees. During that head teacher who was now brought, he was a male. And he brought now changes. After selling all the trees, he bought new trees, very small trees now. And they talked about every student from standard 4 will be planting a tree in this institution. So you can now see the trees onto that space. You can see trees at down space. You can see trees at that edge. So we planted enclosing the field. That field, it was planted and closing all the field. So as this school will look more of the trees, because if you can just count the trees that were here, guys, there were not even more than 20. I'm telling you the fact. It was not more than 20. So I was now leading the students to plant trees. I was in standard 7 as a head boy. I will never forget that one. Because one day he came and told me, why haven't you told the students days after lunch? You know, guys, here at the primary schools, they are called, you can just go out during lunchtime edition, around 12:40 noon to around 2 p.m. It's lunchtime. You go to your home, then you come back at 2 p.m. So when you come back at 2 p.m., now the teacher told me, I told you at 2 p.m. whenever students come, they come with djembes, water, and other standard 6, standard 4, 5 6, go and bring Kikuyu grass from another teacher was in front here. He talked about the head teacher of this school talked to him, then he landed us some grass so as we can plant. So standard 4, 5, 6 were to go to that teacher and bring some grass. Standard 7 specifically were to plant the grass into this institution, and the water that was here, it was put in some spaces. I remember there was a tank. Yeah, there was a tank. There's a tank here. By now there are 2, but this one, the downer one, this one is new. I never left it here. This one here, it's very old. Let me show you guys. This is new. This is very old. I even left it here. Very old. Even you can now see how it's just, so it's already messed. So we just arranged here. We had some water here. No, it was here specifically. Exactly, it was here. You can even see this area. So I think this is the new ones, because that one was here. Oh, this classroom has just, you can even see it was just constructed here, but this classroom has overtaken it. So during that time, all the students will just put here some jerrycans with water. So standard 7, whenever they dig holes, they will water using water cans this grass. And also, whenever standard 4, 5 brings grass and come, they will plant trees. I can now see, guys, this is not fair. This is not fair, because they are now cutting trees onto this institution. I don't know why. They are now cutting trees. You can even see. They are now cutting trees. And it's very recently. They are now cutting trees. And the time we took, so as we could just make this school look very clean, it was very, very messy. But that's how the things were moving, guys. So for us to be specific on what we are just doing onto this institution, it was very, very awesome. By now, for this school to look the way it is right now, and even it was painted the color of the flag of Kenya. You can even see these posts here. They are painted black, white, red, black, and green at this. So it is reflecting the flag of this institution. So guys, it was very, very awesome. I was just passing. It has been 10 years before I just came here, and it's not far, guys. It's like 7 kilometers from home. And you can now imagine 7 kilometers. I was rushing from home, coming in the morning, going back lunch, coming back after lunch. Then in the evening you go back around 5. Then tomorrow morning at 6:30 you should be in this school. It was, and this bell has a history. It was ringing up to home. I'm telling you guys, this bell was ringing. Even you can even hear that. So what about you hit it with a metal or a stone? So it will ring up to home. Wow, this institution is now looking very awesome. I really, really like it. Wow. I can just remember, guys, there's a day I talked about I want to be a scout. In scout, I joined scout. So we were so many. Now we were selected from each class, 2 students each class to represent in scout. So I was selected. So whenever we came, scout during that time was coming from that far end, coming to this tree, which is just now where the flag is being pulled. So whenever we are marching from there, coming here, this is where the teachers are just standing. Other teachers are standing there because that's the main office. Others are just standing here so they can just face, because students are just around this parade until this end here. So whenever now teachers are standing here, so he sees what is coming from this position. So I was a scout. So we were marching. Tan, 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 tan. Hold on. Hold on now, you see. This way. It's this way. Forward march. You march. Then you see now where it was now very very wrong. You see one of the commander talking about left turn. This is my left. So without me going this way, all half of the students goes right. it was embarrassing to all the teachers and students. So we were told all people at the back. I was like second last. Then I was in standard 4 during that time. So I was chased. I was told go out. I was among the people who went right side. So I was told never come back to this scout. So guys, I just remember. So it was very, very awesome. And so I was very angry. Why is this teacher? I had been trained only for 2 days. Then I came to represent here. So I did it wrong. I was chased that way. Until today, I've never joined the scout team and everything like that. So it was something that whenever I just recall, it was very, 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 very annoying to me during that day. So, guys, I can just remember even whenever we were just in standard 8, whenever the results want to be called out, because standard 8 are the bigger, so you can do exams any day. So you find now standard 8 now parade is here, people are just parading into this position. Now you hear the teacher talking about standard 8 today we are releasing your series 4 that you did. So today is the result day, so be prepared, as now it will be the last one. So the teacher is now standing onto this position. Even congrats mom, whenever I was small, I saw during that time this area was not around, so it was like an arid area, this area. So I'm now talking as far as now whenever I grew up now to standard 8. So we were even arranging line here. So from the office there, number 1. So the teacher was starting with the number last. He never started with number 1. So we are standing there waiting for the result. So we hear the teacher talking, okay, now we are starting with the last one, or the people who performed well in the subject. You get science. Here we have science, which deals with human body and something like that, with the organs. Then we have CRE, which is a Christian religious education. It was combined with social studies. Recently, ARIA, essentially it was called GHC. And it's called social studies, about all the social things done and the economic things done to the society. We had mathematics, we have English, we have Kiswahili, and yeah, there were 5 subjects. So you think now we start with the mathematics. Samson Gintu has 56, was number 3. Somebody else, John, was number 2 with 60. Then after there, now all the students now come and arrange here. They be clapped, or you have they clap for them, or you get a book. So as you have performed well in that subject, then now they go to the result. You hear from number last. Number last was starting from here now, where the teachers can see them. Number 1 was going far where teachers are not. Guys, then you hear all of this class has failed. Kneel down, lie down. Guys, I received canes, strokes of canes. Not that I never passed, but the whole class. Why didn't you get to the mini grade that the teacher has talked about? You have to reach a mini grade of some like let's talk about you have to get it was about 500 the total, so you should get a little bit of 250 above. So you get maybe you have not reached, our target was 300, you have not reached, you have 280 or 290. All of you have to lie down and get strokes of gains. So I can just remember this tank. I was studying this was class 7. Guys, this was standard 7 during that time, but by now it's talked about it's grade 4. By now the system in Kenya, it's just changing. Now we have grades, it's not standard. And this was standard 7, this was standard 8 there. The other one have been joined very recently. So even right now, even you can now see it has never been removed. Standard 8 since until date. So that one was standard 7, standard 8. By now it's a grade, so you can even see it was joined from here. This is the new one to the far end. So whenever now you are just relaxed, and to this classroom back here, there it is a road where people pass. You can even see girls, you can because we have a college to that far end. I'll just get through there so as you can see. So we are passing through this corridor to access the tank here. Wow. Look at this. So we have a tank here, so we had to access, but by now it's not working. You can even see it was early, because now this is the road, and to this position you can even see. Let's hear the motorbike is just coming. Yeah, you can even see this is a road and to this area. So whenever you are just in the window, I was mostly sitting here because this is class 7. I was sitting here, so I was seeing everything that was happening here. And we had a mother who was selling some mandazi at the backyard here. So everything was so awesome. Let me check. Where was standard 8? Yeah, standard 8 is just in front there. So let me check here. By now, guys, we have the grade edition. They're planting nursery beds. Hey, this is kales. They're planting kales. Hey, this education, guys, is just changing. You can even see they're planting kales. Look at this. These are just the grade 1. This is grade 4 now. They're planting some kales. So you can even see what river. Now education is changing from that backyard to now. And even whenever you plant this way, the teachers are the ones who are coming home with these ones here. These are the ones that I planted to my nursery. Here they have this blackness. It's even it's just onto the sacks. This is manure. This is manure. So here we have, oh, they are planted very nicely. Look at this. So this is where we are just coming and leisuring. This was standard 4 during that time. This was standard 4, exactly. So even I learned onto that. I learned onto that class 4. Class 6 was somewhere here, because class 4, 5, 6, there were two classes. Class 6, class 5, there were 2 classes during that time. I can just remember. Wow, I really like this school, guys, because it's transforming and it's just rewinding my backward. So I think you have just enjoyed a little bit things coming out from this institution, because on Monday I'll come to and talk to the teachers, because now it's in the evening time. I'll come talk to the teachers who will be here, so as we can cherish together. And I think there are teachers who taught me. I hope they are here, who taught me from 2010. Maybe they joined here, because the latest teachers who joined here was in standard 4. The others went, I hope so. But I'll try to look who will be just available. We'll just teach that. Maybe they have been transferred, because from 2010 to now it's 14 years. You can never stay to an institution, a same institution, for several years like that. So I'll be updating you more about whatever is coming, and I'll be giving you more over the things coming out from this position. I have my radio here. I don't leave it, the Bluetooth radio, so everything's so fantastic. So guys, that's why I'm always talking about I'll never give up, because whenever I came from, it was very far. It was very far. It was very far. So guys, maybe I'll be giving you more of the stories that will be a little bit giving out the real me, who I am, and how am I behaving, and why am I this way, because I don't give up. I'll give you a story of Dimwango, how she came here and she told me, guys, Dimwango came and gave me a lecture that I'll never forget ever into my life. And I'll give you that story very, very soon, because it will be part of my stories whenever I just continue with the progress of the videos, because stories, I have much of them. Until one day I'll go to the high school that I learned, and how I transferred myself from that high school alone to another school. So I'll give you more about the recap in Africa, in Kenya, how people are suffering and how people are just passing through the challenges until they reach wherever they are. So thank you very much for you watching. This is Congrats Mom's school. It was, but today she's onto another schools. During that time, I can just remember Ayamaro was small. Even me, I was very small. I was guys, Congrats Mom knew me from this school, and she told me, you are a very smartest student, very smart student, and I want you, do you have milk at your home? They knew that my father had a cow that we were milking. So told me, now from tomorrow bring me milk. I see you are very, very neat guy. You know how Madam Congrats Mom talk about, hey Tata, I like how you wear. Hey, you are very smart. Even one day I was an example in the parade to tell other students that how neat I am. So I'll be revealing this everything, because he told me from tomorrow, go and ask your mother if there is milk, then we'll be bringing it to my home. That first day I caught the mwango at their home. Never guess what happened, guys. Keep it in touch. I'll be giving you more of the stories coming, because this is the real life situation here in Kenya. Keep it locked. It is one-on-one live from the field, and this is the end. Keep it watching. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to East Ernst Kogintu's channel, and today I've come with a little bit of a vehicle until this position, guys. Today is one-on-one live, coming live from it's called Nyamwini, and I'm heading to my fish pond because last time I was here I made sure that I had a raft of swimming, and today I want to check because I sealed the water so as it can accumulate onto the fish pond. So I want to see where it has just reached, because yesterday was not here, and everything gonna be very fantastic. I see now, guys, people are now harvesting. Wow, people now have harvested, and oh, here it's a little bit. So today, guys, it's gonna be a special video coming out from this segment, and it's a pleasure, and God has granted us peace at as much time, because I can see some people are just running to this position. I don't know what are they running for, so I have to be so attentive, because I might be catching a thief. You know, this area here, sometimes it's in a reserve. It's around 3 to 4 kilometers from my home. So whenever they know that, oh, there's no one here, there's no one here, there's no one here, so I want to be checking. Oh, my water into the fish pond are now full. So keep it in touch, because I'm going to show you the good moment has come. Fantastic. Wow, it has just been full. Wow, it's now filled with water. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So this is only one day, because I just sealed it the previous day during the night time, and now what I see now, it's full into this fish pond. So now what's now remaining is oh, this place is breaking. This place is breaking, guys. This is where I just sealed, so it was not heavily compacted. You can even see how it's just going down. It means that it was not highly compacted into this position. Fantastic. So all the fish pond, oh, my raft is here. My raft is here, guys. It's just sleeping in water, and everything is so fantastic. No one can just steal it here, because whenever I feel very relaxed, I will be just coming here and get me swimming, and I like it, because this is my passion. My raft is here. It's called green banana boat. So even my it's called a wood of just kicking water back and front, so as we can just move from one place to another. I see now everything now is in comparison. So now the fish ponds are now ready to roll. There's no problem coming out now from this segment. Now water from tomorrow, now I think water will be full. Then I'll put an outlet onto that position. Let me see the first fish pond here. It's doing well, and everything is very, very nice. So from here now, fertilization now has to kick off with an immediate effect, because even this fish pond now, it's full of water, because it is now sealed. Let me show you guys how we seal. Like this fish pond here, it's sealed, so there's no leakages or no seepage that will allow water to pass from this fish pond towards outside from this fish pond. So even the third fish pond here, it's now full of water, and can now check onto this position here. Wow, it is sealed, so there's no water coming out, and it is heavily compacted, this one, but the first, which is the second fish pond, has to be compacted again. Here we have an outlet onto this position, what is a little bit coming closer to it, and it's gonna be very, very full very soon. So guys, it was an update on what is going on onto this position. So the only thing that's remaining is bringing much of we talk about chime and also cow dung. So as I will be throwing them onto these fish ponds, as now the stocking is very, very soon. So I like it. like it. I like it. Wow. Wow. So guys, wherever you are, keep it in touch, keep it locked, because I'll be updating you more about what is coming out from here in Nyabuhanse, from telenovelas to everything that is in comparison. I'll be just giving you the update as they are just coming. So today I just came here to check and counter check what is happening, because everything has you have to check on what is just making sense. And thank you very much, guys, for the people who are just always watching the video from wherever you are. Really appreciate and say respect always, and I really love you. Keep it in touch, keep it locked.